Ready, Freddy?
Yep. Okay. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Slime Boss here, and welcome back to another episode of the Crazy Cat Podcast. Today, you already know it. It's our fourth year doing this, pretty much, or third year ish. We are doing Game of the Year. It's going to be a little bit different than we normally do this year. We're just going to kind of run through the year, talk about different games that we played, and also the year of releases for Nintendo. Um, and then we're gonna do like any honorable mentions, any games that stuck out to us this year that didn't necessarily release this year, and of course ending the video on our actual game of the year, which again has to have released this year. So, anyways, I am joined by my usual co-host SRJ over here, Reverse Mailman over there. Above me is Hylian Hero. Let's start with how's it going?
Bored.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. I'm doing good over here. I got
Where's the Switch
Mario.
2?
It's the friends we made along the way.
The Switch. Oh god, Nintendo is done making consoles. Actually, uh,
Oh, they're like
The Switch.
Sega.
No, the Switch 2 is just going to be an expansion pack that goes in the back of our Switches.
a Rumble Pack.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. So as per usual, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Join our Patreon at even the $1 tier. You can get access to exclusive content. And use code CrazyCap for 10% off your order at w.gg, or you can just hit the link in the description below. And actually, oh, there it is. Ooh, it's in the background. I
Oh,
got
Mario.
my dubby, the green dubby bottle. Okay.
Oh, the green W. Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about any sort of heavy hitters this year that came out for Nintendo. Just like a quick recap. Anybody play Another Code Recollection?
No.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Moving on. I thought maybe you did, Island. So,
I thought about it, but I didn't have time to pick it up.
the Mario Donkey Kong remaster. Anybody check that out?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Me too. Go ahead.
I played it. I played it with Slime Boss a little bit.
You.
It was
Oh,
fine.
we did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you described it perfectly. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Not
fine.
$50 fine, but
Yeah. I mean, at
Yeah.
least it was $50 because it could have been very well. It could have been 60. To be fair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it could have been worse.
It
could've
could have
been
been
God,
worse.
yeah.
$60. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, that was a
yeah.
$20 game.
Yeah, I mean it was I don't think there was a little bit of new levels, I think. Nothing too major. I didn't even get that far. I didn't finish it. So eventually I will. I just never played the original, so hopefully it comes to NSO at some. Is it on NSO yet? I don't. It was
I
like
don't think so.
it was like one of the first things that came out on 3DS because they didn't even have Game
No.
Boy Advance games. So
No, I don't think it's there.
so yeah, I mean, again, it's fine, it's cool. I think it's mostly, I think again, riding off the hype of the Mario movie, rekindling that um, what's it called, that rivalry with Mario and Donkey Kong. Again, a lot of these games that came out this year are mostly riding off that high. We'll probably see the evolution of what we're seeing this year sometime during the Switch 2's life. Hopefully, we get another Mario versus Donkey Kong game. Hopefully, we get another traditional Paper Mario, things like this, right? So I think that's the whole point. It was just like filling out this year with little titles, again, riding off the high, and then we'll see what's next gen. So
It's like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the console.
yeah, basically. All right, next up is Princess Peach Showtime, which I played the demo and not the main game.
I finished it.
I really wanted to finish it. I just never got around to it. It was fun. It was cute for what I played. You want to kind of take the
I
floor?
mean, half of the game was really good. There was a couple costumes that were kind of just repeats off each other.
Hmm.
There was a couple like Detective Peach. I want to say there was like one or two other ones I can't remember that were just painfully slow. They felt like
Yeah.
a slog to get through. It was a cute Peach game.
Is it
But
better than
after
Super?
I've never finished Super. I played it a little bit when I was younger. I remember having a good time with it, but I can't compare them. I'm sure quality wise it's higher.
Yeah. Oh, well,
And
I've
obviously, yeah.
played I've
Uh,
beaten Super. I've never played Showtime.
it's a good feel game. So the people that made the last couple Yoshi games, so I'm a little bummed out they made it and didn't make like just another. I'm
Just
not even gonna say
Woolly
Yoshi
World
platform.
port.
It's like, oh, that'll come eventually. But
Yeah.
it was fine. It was a good 7 out of 10. Like I don't want to play it again. It's definitely targeted to younger audiences, but it was fine.
Anything else about Showtime? No?
Curtains
All right.
falling.
All right. Well, then we're gonna have to bring the curtains back up here in a moment. Endless Ocean, finally the return to the Wii Classic. Anybody play this?
What?
I didn't
What
even
game?
know it was an Nintendo series. So,
Endless Ocean?
Endless Ocean, Luminous.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, cool. Moving on. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
This was the first good release of the year.
The grand return to traditional Paper Mario, but that doesn't mean I'm still mad at it for killing my favorite series. But it's revived this year as well, but which we'll get to.
Good game.
Anyways, y'all take the floor because I have not touched it yet.
I haven't played it either. So
I just saw the disappointment in Eileen's eyes. I have not touched it yet.
Did it really show that much?
It's not again. It's not because I'm mad at it and I like refuse to play it, but I just literally did not get around to it, unfortunately.
No, this like I have positive feelings towards this year now, but I just remember up until this release,
We're just like, what?
This was mid-May, and I'm like, the entire time, I'm just like, this is awful. There's been no good directs. There's been no really quality releases. This was finally it.
Yeah.
So good.
So at this point in the year, we're just like, oh yeah, this is going to be a slow year. Like, Switch 2's coming up. Like, we're fine. We're chilling, right? But we weren't chilling, clearly. So.
Yeah, this is just like, it was like, I felt just as likely about Paper Mario Thousand Year Door getting a remake as I felt like Melee getting a remake.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
it's not going to happen. I felt that they had moved on from this era of Paper Mario. They just wanted to do something different. And clearly the fans were loud enough and we got it. So
thank you, Arlo.
Yes, it was 100% Arlo and nobody else.
Yeah, Arlo single-handedly gave us the best possible outcome. Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is a remaster. So is there anything in particular that we want to talk about that's like new or notable? Because we're probably going to talk about it again later in the episode. So
I didn't play it.
Great visuals.
Yeah. I wish it was more like Sticker Star and Color Splash, but that's fine.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, there was paper craft elements, but you could barely notice them. If you look closely, then you're like, wow, it's really detailed.
I don't know.
I see what you mean. You want the art direction.
Yeah, because that was one of the good things about Paper Jam is that it was like.
I agree.
Because like that was like really like again Origami King, Paper Jam, and Color Splash are really visually striking. The Sticker Star not as much, but again, still that was one of the highlights of those games. And again, this from time to time I look at screenshots and I'm like, this is just an HD. Well, actually, it's more like a remake, to be honest with you. They did a lot more than a traditional remaster, but I forget that they actually did take the time to make those elements. It's just not as obvious.
I don't know. I think I personally preferred the traditional art style. Like, if they would have went for more modern, I wouldn't have been mad about it. But I'm very happy they stuck with their guns and kind of just made something that the hardcore Thousand Year Door fans are gonna love, rather than trying to win potential fans of, let's say, Origami King. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this game is tough too. So it's like kids that. They're like, oh, wow, Origami King. And then they play this. They're probably like, what the fuck happened to Paper Mario?
No, look, the boat. It, like, arrives at, like, Port Town, and then it, like, flips around, and then it goes back the other way. Yeah.
I just realized a lot of the Paper Mario games start off very similar. Super starts like 1. And Thousand Year Door and
Ooh,
Color
I-
Splash look or like start the same too. So
Boat.
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 Do you like boats?
I
Okay.
do.
Anything else talking about new stuff about this game?
I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll talk about it more later.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What the fuck? What is Seeds of the Night? What is this? Seeds of a Good. This is not Nintendo.
It's a great
Oh, it's
question.
Japanese
I wish I could
only.
tell you.
Oh, it's a
It's
Nip.
my favorite. It's my favorite Zelda game.
What the? This is so you know Nippon All Night, like the
No.
version of Super Mario Bros. That was like translated into
Sure.
what this is a Pokemon thing. What? I'm so lost. Okay, never mind.
Can I not go one video without Pokemon?
Well, I don't know what this is. It's weird. Okay,
Hey,
anyway, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Pokemon puts out some fantastic games this year.
True. Pokemon Sleep finally came out. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Man, I was so disappointed by this because this is my favorite Luigi's Mansion game, and it was just an
I love that
HD
game.
remaster. Like it was, that's all it was just a basic HD remaster, and the reason why is because we already set a precedent with the Luigi's 1 remake, and like that was like infinitely better than this, and I was just so. I mean, again, it's still Luigi's Mansion 2, but what's weird is because for me, it highlights a lot of the problems that Luigi's Mansion 2 had because I'm re-experiencing them again. But for a lot of people that skipped on this one or played it and hated it, now appreciate it more. So it's like a weird double-edged sword. So
It was fine.
I didn't grab it. I really liked Luigi's Mansion 2 when I played it the first time, but it's been like forever. Like I remember it was really level based, and that's like,
yeah.
it depends on who you are. I mean, some people really hate it. I like it more. I mean, like on like replay, that's probably not as fun though.
This was my first time finishing it. When I first got it on 3DS all those years ago, I think I dropped it like partway through the fourth mansion. It's fine. It's probably still my least favorite of the three, but it's still a really good game.
Mm-hmm. Jet, anything you get Luigi this year?
Wow.
All right.
This was the year of Luigi, though.
It that was last year, I think. Right? Yeah, it was. It was last year. Yeah, it's just it was 2013. Yeah. So 2023 would have been year of the Luigi. Year of the Luigi. It was actually year of Shadow this year.
Luigi.
Year of Shadow this year.
Oh, the year of Shadow.
NES Champions. I wanted to play it. I was literally gearing up to do a slime plays of this. I didn't do it. I literally just forgot. I have it because I wanted a deluxe version.
The Sonic. Wait, hold on. You said Year of Shadow. I'm sorry. Did the Shadow the Hedgehog pancakes come out this year at IHOP?
Yes. Yeah, that was this year.
This deserves to be in the game of the year.
No.
The best food of the year.
I like how we're just gonna brush over Nintendo World Championship.
I mean, didn't Nintendo?
True. I mean, it's cool. Again, mostly for the collectibles. But
it was fine.
I want an SNES remix. I still want that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know too much about Nintendo World Championships. It's like
it's obviously my game of the year, guys.
Yeah, that's my game of the year.
Don't spoil it.
Okay. Emio, the Smiling Man.
I own it. I haven't played it yet.
Shocker! It's the shocker of the year. I did not expect this to come.
I had to pick it up physically just in case it became like a really rare game down the road. So I'm like, it's such a cool premise.
It's like Bowser's Inside Story.
I do not have the time for a visual novel.
True.
Like I saw it, like when it was announced, and I was like, "What the heck is this?
Yeah.
Like, there's a Bagman."
Everyone was like, "Is this Switch 2?"
Yeah, and I was like, "What?" And then I just never heard about it again. It was like, the game's out? What? Huh?
Yeah.
Right, hold on. I'll be right back.
Again, it's really cool that we got it at the very least, because, again, it was kind of crazy that we got Famicom Detective Club anyway, or the remake. So, anyways, while he is gone, we won't move on to some of the bigger stuff. Did you ever get to play Golden Sun?
Ah, no.
Okay. What else did we get? F-Zero. No.
Yeah, nah. All these games kind of came out when I was moving back to Phoenix from Flagstaff and didn't have a job. And I have this rule where I don't spend money until I have a job, and I've only up until I think for a pretty sizable chunk of the year I didn't really buy anything.
Okay.
Which is great which is fine because this year I got my game of the I got a game that actually came out this year as my game.
I'm proud of
Nice.
you.
Woo! Didn't fuck up this time.
Let's talk about
Except
Pikmin
I also
5.
missed. It also means I missed out on Black Myth Wukong, which was really depressing because I kind of waiting
Did
for
you-
that for years.
Did you play? You were keep telling me over and over again. You gotta play Banjo Kazooie, and Banjo Tooie came out. Did you play that?
So,
You were
not to
mistaken. Yeah,
diss-
no, I did not tell you to do that.
No, it was
No.
Devin.
It was me.
Okay.
So I am definitely of the opinion that Kazooie is so much better than Tooie. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I've never gotten to the finish line on Tooie. It's just way too open. I think there's way too much to do. I prefer like the smaller experience of Kazooie. That
Okay.
being said, I'm very happy it's on NSO because I really didn't think we'd get both games.
True. Yeah. I mean, we got a lot
Yeah.
of rare this year too. We got the Deland trilogy,
Where
So-
is Conquer?
the 17 plus. It's possible now.
It
we
is
got-
possible. That's the thing.
We have the 17 plus app. So, oh yeah, and one more highlight of NSO. Starfy! What the fuck? We got the Japanese
that was
Starfy
cool.
games. Holy shit.
Cool.
That was fucking awesome. I gotta play those games
Yo,
because I
Starfy?
grew up with Starfy on DS, Starfy 4. I loved Starfy 4. Well, it was just Starfy for us.
I just know Starfy from Smash. That's about it.
Oh yeah. Well, also he was in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga too.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was a movie with Kirby and Wario and well yeah, there's movie posters. It's Wario, Kirby, and then Starfy, I think. Anyway. Oh, this year we also technically got the 17 plus app. So we got Turok and Perfect Dark. So that was good too. That was a good pickup. Because Perfect Dark is very popular. Anyways, okay, moving on. Epic Mickey.
I liked Epic Mickey.
I like Epic. Mickey.
I
played a
like
little
that.
bit when I was
Mickey
younger.
Epic.
I like this game. I mean, it's a fine
Solid
platformer.
game.
It's not amazing. Like, you're definitely not going to be singing like it doing amazing things for the platformer genre.
Mhm.
But it was a really good remake, and it was a lot of fun to go back to that game.
Yeah, when I saw it the first time, I was just like, this is just Mickey Mouse, but a little edgy. That was
sunshine.
my impression of it.
You actually play as Shadow Mario, but it's Disney now.
They
Okay.
couldn't get the rights for Shadow Mario, so they needed to improvise.
I wonder if it was like actually built to be a Shadow Mario game, and then Disney or Mario, Nintendo said no, and they went to Disney and they said, "Oh yeah, just give Steamboat Willie a fucking paintbrush."
Magic paintbrush that does things.
But I never grew up with the original, so this one passed me by.
Yeah, I think I should probably check it out sometime. I never completed. Look, my experience with the game is I played Epic Mickey 2 a little bit as the second player, and then my friend, instead of actually playing the game with me, started trying to beat me up
Dang.
in game.
Sounds to me like you need better friends.
Speaking of remakes, did you guys check out Dragon Quest 3, or are we all waiting for the 1 and 2? I'm waiting for 1 and 2.
I have too much to play right now. One of these days I'll get it.
I've never played a Dragon Quest game. I might.
You
one
should
day.
play
I'm
S.
self-saving.
I heard
Play
good things
11.
about S.
Self-saving
Yeah,
money.
Play 11.
11S. Yeah,
11S.
Mhm.
That's the good one.
yeah, that's the
one
good
on
one.
Switch. That's the one with the character from the Smash Bros.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
Android.
yeah, my Super
Android
Smash
16
brother.
or Android 17 or whatever. All right. All right. Echoes of Wisdom.
I
Good
heard
game.
good things about it.
Good game.
You all... Yeah, no. This
I
game
can't
matchup-
say more. I'm gonna yap about it later. Good game.
I dropped it.
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't know why I really like Tears of the Kingdom, but like
Two very different experiences, my
I
friend.
know, but I really love Link's Awakening. I love it a lot.
Two very different experiences. Friend.
Again, I think with Zelda, it's one of those games where it's just like this is your only focus and you're locked in and you can't do anything else. I mean, you can take breaks, but like if you play another game, you will never touch it again and you'll have to start over. Like what happened with me with Ocarina. Like I started that game 2 years ago. It's literally something you have to sit and like just enjoy the
Me
whole way
too.
through.
That's something
Um,
I want out of a Zelda game. Like when I play it.
yeah.
Yep.
Like yeah.
Again, I just did not set myself up for that because I was playing so much other stuff at the same time that I just didn't finish it. So I'll get back to. I mean, the same thing happened with Mario and Luigi for me. So, oh, I'm sad. Anyway, it's a jamboree. Best
Yo.
Mario Party in years, supposedly.
Very, very good game.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I got it. I did it. I bought a Mario Party.
I'm proud of you.
Congratulations.
We-
Yeah,
we
it's-
have a-
I like it. It's good.
We may or may not have a video coming.
Was I not
Why did you
invited
get
for
it?
this? I don't remember getting an invite. to this
It was
party.
kind of on a whim, so we will have a.
Why did you
I do
buy it?
want to do a full scale party at some point.
My
Really?
invitation
I-
got lost in the mail. It's fine.
No. I'm well. Okay, what is this, Smash Brothers?
Jet, were you gonna
Maybe.
say something?
Go ahead.
Do I have to buy it? 'Cause
Just wait. Can you play co-op and online or no?
I can play
I don't know.
online.
Well, I'm saying if
That's
I'm
what
saying
that-
well, if you don't
that's
want to
what-
buy it, then I say you can just come over and then we can invite
Oh, yeah,
Devin.
that makes
But I
more
don't know
sense.
if that's something that's possible.
Don't worry, I'll buy my
Yeah, I
plane
can probably
ticket
do
now.
that.
All right, that too. We can do
Yeah,
that.
no, we're not-
I
we're not
really
gonna-
like the buddy system. That's a good.
We haven't even
It's-
got.
it's
We
well
didn't get to
handled.
try it. She showed up on the other side of the map, and no one got her.
It's good though. Like I've seen. Look, I don't personally own the game myself, but one thing I do is I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching Mario Party videos, and so dude, when that game came out, oh dude, I watched so much Mario Party. It's a good game.
Any other good positive talk? I don't know. Any other things that we need to talk about?
It
I
can't
like
be
the
my
items.
game. It can't be my game of the year because they put that stupid NSO like banner thingy on the box art. I will never forgive them for that.
I got it digital.
I will never forgive them.
Okay,
Yep.
so Jet, did you play Sonic Shadow?
No.
The only
yeah,
Sonic
I
guy.
did.
Oh,
I did.
whoa! Literally the only Sonic guy, and I
I
he didn't
forgot
play
that came out.
Am I the only one that played it?
it.
Again.
I
Sonic
also
Pro,
bought
large majority
Sonic
of the year
Generations
Pro.
this year.
But did you actually finish it?
I haven't been able to either, but I did play a little bit of Sonic and Shadow of both games, so I got a taste.
So for Generations, I got to the final boss. I hated the final boss.
Well,
Did not
everyone-
beat the
uh,
final boss.
I think everyone does. Period. so.
I dropped it. I was like, you know what? I don't care enough. I moved on to Shadow Generations. I got to like the second to last level. I'm like, you know what? I had a good 10, 15 hours in this. I'm good.
It's
I
so
put the game down.
short, though. You should be able to finish it.
I don't know, like I had a really good time with it, but then Brothership came out and I got busy with that.
True.
I had a good 15 hours. I got my money's worth. And then I tried going back to play Sonic Colors. I don't like Sonic Colors. I don't know
Wow.
if that's a hot take. I don't like it. If
Yeah,
maybe
I've
Maybe
played
it is,
Sonic
but-
Colors. I agree with you.
it feels so, especially going right after Generations, it feels so slow. It feels so sluggish. The level design is just really clunky.
Are we talking about generations or colors?
Colors now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
Jet, if you have anything to say, like, I know you haven't played X Shadow, but like, any particular thoughts about generations?
Yeah, Generations Final Boss.
Final boss.
Final boss. No, no, the final boss of Sonic Generations. Very boring and dull.
I hated it.
It
Okay,
sucks. It,
so
I haven't finished
yeah, but
Generations. I have it. I really like the
colors.
game
That
though.
is kind of a hot take. That's one of the
I
few
don't know if
modern
it's because I'm
Sonic
playing this.
games that are actually popular.
I don't know if it's because I'm playing the Switch version. I don't know if it's because I'm just not giving it a fair chance. But this is the second time I've tried to play Colors, and it's just has not hit with me.
well,
maybe
it's
someday.
also broken, but
I mean, it runs fine.
Yeah,
Like the loading screens are a
Sonic
little
Colors
clunky,
Switch
but
version isn't-
it's one of
Yeah.
the few Sonic games that Chugga played on his channel. So
I also think I'm not being fair to it, given I literally went to it immediately after finishing Generations because I wanted more Sonic.
yeah, and I mean, again, as a person that generally hates Sonic, like Generations is the only one that I was able to enjoy when I was younger. So having this remake is good because
Also, might I mention like the fact that Generations and Shadow Generations play so well on the Switch, but like they couldn't do that with Colors.
it didn't play well anywhere. So
Yeah, literally, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like Generations.
what are
when
they
it was
doing
first-
ever?
When it was first announced, I was like, okay, this game's coming to Switch. I'm kind of surprised, and then it ran well. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, when are they ever doing anything right? Because
honestly,
every single
think
modern
it's
game
time
is
to
bad, and then what is it? Yuji Naka is a freaking criminal. So
He gave us Balan Wonderworld. Of course, he's a freaking criminal.
anyway, what was that, Jet? Sorry.
I've been kind of iffy about buying new games because my computer's really old, so it's.
I feel
struggling
that.
to play.
Again, Switch.
Ryzen Switch.
Yeah, it runs fine on Switch. So
Mm, yeah, but most of the. Yeah, I'm planning on trading this in for an actual gaming computer because a laptop's just ridiculous.
No, dude, I'm right there with you. My computer ain't super hot.
all
I
right.
own a Mac.
I own a Mac. All right. Nintendo Music, obviously my game of the year. Now, Mario and
Game
Luigi.
of the year.
Oh, dude, Nintendo Music. Like, I actually got the app. Like, I've checked it out because I was like,
I do. I
oh my
also have it.
gosh, they never put their stuff on Spotify, so maybe I can listen to it on like an in-game or like an in-app thing, and it'll have all the Nintendo music I like on it.
Not all of it.
Not- make a
Not
playlist.
all of it.
No, it's so little. There's like.
Well,
3
okay, it
games
is
per
weird
console.
though because it's very little, and obviously they're gonna drip feed it, sure. But the things that we got on launch were just so, like they knew what they
Yeah,
were
no.
doing though. like for some reason, Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade or whatever it's called, the Wii menus,
Yeah.
like what?
I love that they have the Wii menu on, like that stuff actually slaps.
Tamagotchi collection. It's not even released here. We got Tamagotchi
Yeah.
collection. What else
I
did
wish
we
it was
get?
Tamagotchi Life because I saw that I was like, oh my gosh, I grew
that's
up
the
playing
thing.
Tamagotchi
It's the
Life.
one that
was
we
so
didn't
cool.
get.
It's
and
the
then
fact that they're only doing one album a week is what really
at
ticks
least
me
it's
off. Like,
a week.
I
'Cause-
know, but they could have done like at least 2 or 3. Like you gotta think with the amount of games
Yeah.
they have and are continuing to drop, that's only 50 some
Like,
odd games
again,
a year.
If we're talking first party, they should be able to drop all first party prior to Switch
Yeah.
on launch. Like they should have. Like they
Like,
should
don't
have.
even have.
They should have like a hard list of every first party Nintendo game that's ever released. Like how is that?
They have.
And oh shit! I forgot about
zero.
Nintendo Land. I mean,
They have
Donkey Kong
0
Land.
Paper Mario games soundtracks on there,
Like-
and that is a huge. That's a huge down in my book.
Or
Like,
at the very least, every first party Nintendo Switch title. Like we only got
Literally.
Splatoon 3. Like what?
Well, now we have 2, but that took about a month and a half.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's just like the way that they do it is again weird on both sides of the spectrum. Because again, we got some really deep cuts. Oh yeah, there's
Well,
another
I
one.
was
The Famicom version of NES tracks too.
well, I was also expecting like games at launch to come to this service. Like I really thought with the spoiler one we were going to get Brothership like right at launch, but of course not. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, Brothership hasn't the greatest soundtrack, but
Oh yeah, it doesn't, but I still thought they were going to do it.
yeah.
Like, see, the thing is, I can just listen to the songs on YouTube.
Yeah.
This
Or you can
is
just
not
listen
a-
to the
this is not a
Sega
good
Gunner
app.
versions because they're
but
better.
this is the one good thing Nintendo really did this year.
But they
Come
Nintendo
on,
it.
give-
Everything that they do is Nintendo-fied.
Exactly.
No, they put out 1000 Year Door. What do you mean the only good thing that did this?
Hey, Intelligent Systems did
And
that, not
Zelda
Nintendo.
and Zelda
that's-
was
yeah.
playable this year. Literally,
they
this
did that.
is technically a historical year.
I don't think Nintendo put out a single game this year, did they?
Donkey
Like,
Kong,
was that them?
I think so.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations. The only game
Are we
they
talking
released-
EAD or
Yeah, Nintendo EAD, like in-house Nintendo.
what about Nintendo
Obviously,
Cubed?
That's not in-house.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're probably themselves probably just working on the next console.
Oh,
That's super
100%.
Oh yeah,
surprising.
duh.
But I mean,
Yeah.
given the fact they had this steady of a calendar and basically everything they released was from a third party or a second party, it's honestly kind of impressive.
Yeah. All right, your personal trainer, Fitness Boxing 3. How the fuck is this series still around? How do we get another Fitness Boxing game and not a new F-Zero?
Well,
They
hey,
know
they
what
put
the-
out
they know what-
F-Zero
We got a
99.
fucking Fist of the North Star version of this game. Like, what?
I don't know.
Gotta make use of that motion capture.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Gotta use motion controls, man.
All right,
The whole
finally,
thing- whole thing.
the return of the king, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Still better than any of the Paper Marios, but definitely one of the weakest Mario and Luigi entries.
I disagree. It's definitely not topping Bowser's Inside Story, but I really like it.
I just think the strengths of Dream Team. I mean, like Bowser's Inside Story is like the same
I like
template
Dream
that they use for Dream Team. Again, it has its issues because it has pacing, but this has the same pacing issues, just worse. It has
don't
some
know.
it has some crazy twists, but I do really prefer the interconnected world. Vastly prefer the Yoko Shimomura soundtrack.
Agreed.
And it just felt weird playing a Mario and Luigi game that didn't feel like Mario and Luigi, which is weird to say because it also felt like Mario and Luigi. Like it just felt so
That's-
weirdly different, but just
I don't
different
know.
enough.
It had
Yeah.
a really slow spot, like first 5 hours, but I think after that, and outside of like a few backtracky sections, I'm not finished with the game. I'm in like the 5th sea, so I'm getting close. But I
Mhm.
really haven't had many instances outside of like the first few hours where I was like genuinely bored and kind of getting frustrated with the system. Like everything about this game is very well done. I really like the story. I really like how basically every major character continuously has stuff to do.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's definitely not topping Bowser's Inside Story, and it might not top Dream Team. I haven't played that game in so long though, so I need to go back and replay it before making that decision.
Yeah. I need to play more Mario and Luigi games. I think I haven't played it, but I still need to get the game, and I think I'm gonna get it so I can play more Mario and Luigi. I've played Bowser's Inside Story, but that's like the only one that I've played.
You played the best one at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. It needs to be said eventually. I'm sorry. I have 3 Paper Mario games I like more than Bowser's Inside Story.
How?
3.
3.
3?
I'd be
Yeah.
okay with 2, but 3?
Well, Super obviously but that's like
Yes.
number 2 to Bowser's Inside Story to me, but like
I'm not having this
Thousand Year
debate
Door
tonight.
is somehow better than Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, for me, this is just a mid game. I'm happy that the series is back because I was worried that it was dead. It made me cry when it was announced, so There's just a couple of nitpicks here or there. If they're able to iron those out, I think we're set for Bowser's Inside Story 2 next game. I haven't
If
even
they get to
finished
make
it
it-
yet. I haven't even
If they
finished
get
it
to
yet.
make a next game, they might get bought out by Sony.
Oh god. Oh fuck
I
me.
think it is.
I forgot
I think
about
it is.
that.
Yeah,
Fuck Kadokawa.
cut that from the record.
Katakoa.
Fuck. I don't know.
One of the characters.
All right. So, honorable mentions. Who wants to go first? Any games that you played this year that are special highlights that you want to mention? We won't like go one at it. We'll just you go off for a little bit. I'll go off for a little bit. We'll just do that. So go off.
How do we feel about mobile games?
They came out this year.
It doesn't have to be out this year.
Yeah, I know.
No, this is honorable mention. So anything that you played this year.
You know, I'm gonna shout out Angry Birds. That's a good game.
I like Angry Birds. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go off
So-
first?
I will. So I think I referenced this game as one that I wanted to play but didn't have time to last year. And if I could rank it for this year, it would be my game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely adored Hogwarts Legacy.
Nice.
That game is a masterpiece. And I suffered through the Switch version. Like, if I go back and play it on my brand spanking new PS5, I'm probably going to like it even more. It's like, there was a loading screen every, 2 minutes in that game, and I still played 50 hours of it. Like, it ran well. It just looked like crap.
Yeah.
But no, so freaking good. I don't have a ton to say about it, because, I mean, it's literally just gamified Harry Potter, but
Yeah.
good shit. And there's
How
many?
I actually have a phrase that could either be hilariously accurate or insultingly inaccurate.
go for it.
Harry Potter Xenoverse.
Honestly, I'm assuming you're talking about like a Harry Potter fighting game or something similar to that.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yep, I thought so. I mean,
Like, custom created character, running around fancy areas.
I'd say it's
Getting
more akin to
Okay.
like an Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
Elder Scrolls, Assassin's, very very not close to Assassin's Creed, but it can kind of feel that way sometimes. But yeah, no,
More
just
open worldy.
yeah, basically you can fly around on a broomstick, kill some
Yeah,
people.
no, more Elder Scrolls. Harry Potter Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
Plus,
And
I
I'm very
guess,
happy-
I imagine
I'm happy they're making another one based on current events with the probably soon to be very mediocre HBO TV series. And there we go.
call out.
So, about what percentage
Because
of the
it's your
time
first
is
book.
on the loading screen? Out of
Okay,
curiosity.
so in the
Is it an hour, 2 hours?
Okay, so in the current gen versions, literally everything is open when you go outside. You can go in buildings, you can go into like the small Hogsmeade town, no load screens. In the Switch version, if you go into a building, loading screen. You go out of a building, loading screen. You go into Hogsmeade, loading screen. So I would not be shocked, and I hate saying this, if 5 hours of my time was loading screens in that
Oh
50
my
Oh
hours.
my god.
No, and that you're like in those loading screens for varying from probably like 20 to 30 seconds. So
Wow.
if you need to like do some like miscellaneous side quests and like go into buildings looking for something, you're gonna suffer. a
It's
bit.
crazy because the Switch is supposed to be like a pick up and play platform, and you can't do that.
But I mean, it's a current gen. Like I think it came out early
Yeah.
2023 game. Like I can't
I
fault it.
don't
Like,
imagine.
that game had no place on the Switch, so getting it to run as it does, I think, is a miracle.
This is
That
true.
being said,
Is it
I
current
think
gen or is it a PS4 game?
it's a modern PS5 game. It was built for that, and then it came out later for PS4, Xbox One.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm getting like Final Fantasy 14 on the 3DS vibes from this.
Is
Like,
Final
it's
Fantasy
definitely-
14 even on the 3DS?
No,
Oh, okay.
for
You
good
look at
reason.
You look at this game, you're like, this has no place on this old ass system, but somehow they made it work, and it's not bad. as long as you're willing to sit through loading screens and you squint your eyes or you do not care about textures.
All right.
It looks horrible.
So like Mortal Kombat on the Switch.
Yeah.
Mortal
No,
Kombat is
worse than-
worse.
Worse
Yeah,
than
but
handheld
they-
Xenoblade 2 at some points.
He's just
No, it's
Xenoblade
awful.
3D.
yeah. No, I pretty much got the idea.
Honestly, I think Xenoblade 3D is probably the closest. Like, it's not as like blurry or like pixely as that, but it's definitely a mess.
Man.
I played that for 50 hours.
Xenoblade 3D. Oh,
lot of games I've-
Harry Potter.
Was like
I was like, what? Okay.
no.
Look, it was in my mind that's a PlayStation game, and Switch and PlayStation like they have very different goals.
I'm happy my Switch survived the playthrough, and I'm happy I got to play the playthrough when I did. I think I'm gonna buy the PS5 version and experience it properly at some
Yeah,
point.
you should.
Yeah.
Like
You should
that's a good excuse to do like a whole replay through.
Like
It's like a remake at that point.
Yeah.
The Switch version was a punishment that somehow I smiled through, and now I need to actually go get rewarded.
All right. Any other honorable mention?
Pikmin 4.
You played it this year? Didn't you not finish it last year?
I play it every year.
Oh god. I have all of the games in the series now.
Did you play it 2
None
years
of them
ago?
are not open.
Don't tell Miyamoto, but yes, I did.
I have all
That's
4
impressive.
games on Switch. Haven't touched them.
Nobody's perfect.
We're gonna. We have to. I'm not gonna play it until you sit in the call with me and play and show me or help me.
I'll bring the wine.
I played the remake to Pikmin 3. I really like that one. That one's
Pikmin
good.
3 is so good.
All right, I'm gonna rant a little bit. I got a couple of things to say, bad and good. One bad thing, Side Order was absolutely fucking garbage.
No, it was not.
I
It was
wanted to kill
bad.
myself. I literally wanted to off myself. It
Get
was so bad.
good.
I knew I wasn't gonna like roguelikes, and I absolutely despise rogues. The best part about it, Marina's new outfit.
I'm keeping quiet on this. I don't want to rant.
Next
This
up,
is your time.
I played Mario Maker before the servers went down, and I played all the
Yo.
event levels. So that was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
They completed. They did 100% completion on the levels
Yeah.
this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was sick. I was rooting for him.
Yeah, so that was fun. What else can I talk about this year? Oh, I technically finished my personal playthrough of Mario Wonder, but we did that beforehand, so. I did the remake of Ratchet and Clank and Rift Apart this year, and I was blown away by Rift Apart. And that to me was like, even though I think did it come out on PS4 too? I can't remember.
I don't know. It did
But
not.
like, I was like, why aren't we getting more? Like, how did they make a PS5 game launch year and then never made another PS5 game?
So Rift Apart is in my Best Buy shopping cart right now. I'm gonna pull the trigger on it before the sale ends. That was like the first game that made me want the PS5. Back
I just
when it was
don't-
first announced.
I just don't understand how they aren't making games for it, like, or native for the for that platform. Like this, it was incredible. It was so
I feel that way
good.
about Ape Escape.
Like, I don't understand why they're just making more PS4. It was awesome. I don't understand. Again, it's I mean, a lot of what it does good is because it's on this platform. Guess what I finished this year somehow?
What?
Scarlet. Pokemon Scarlet I finished this
Oh,
year.
dang.
And
Well, how'd you like it?
it's actually good. If
Oh.
if we're able to go around the visual and frame drops, it's one of the best selling Pokemon games in Japan now. It's beaten
makes-
Gold and Silver,
it-
which is crazy. So it's precedent. There's evidence to back that up. It's good. It's good. The DLC story wise, good as well. Like it had some dark twists to it. It was hard. That's another thing. It was actually challenging. And And overall, as a complete package, I really hope that because we're getting some extra development time, that ZA is better because X and Y is my favorite game, so I'm hyped for that.
Okay. So you're saying aside from all the glitches, it's a good game.
Yeah.
Like, is it still? I haven't been paying attention. Have they been fixing glitches at
Not
Nope.
really.
Nope.
Why?
I
Because
don't
they
think
can.
they know or care.
They know.
They know.
They
don't care.
know.
No, but all in their press release, they're like, "Wow, look how beautiful." Like, I really don't
They're
think
trying
they.
to sell you a game.
But again,
There
they
was
are.
concepts of a plan to fix the game.
Really? I didn't know that.
No. It was a political reference. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no. Again, because we have the extra time now, because again, ZA started development right after Scarlet and Violet, so it's been a good few years. So hopefully they've been cooking. Like, please. But no, again, outside of that, pretty good.
Solid.
All right. Any other honorable mentions?
Angry Birds 2.
That-
Star
Liam,
Wars?
did you guys want to rant?
Oh, I've got some games.
Perfect.
And not that many. Slay the Princess. That's a good game. I remember talking about that last year. Played it more this year. And they also released an update for free this year, which is really nice.
Oh my
I
god.
really
I'm so sorry. I forgot. I forgot something super important.
recording.
No.
Okay, good.
I was like, I'm
Freaking-
not doing this again.
Freaking the Plucky Squire. I totally forgot
Oh.
about that. It was good, but it was too short. That's why it's not Game of the Year. But it was so good.
I got bored. Like, I don't want to say I got
I
bored. but
platinumed
fell
it.
off about-
I platinumed it.
I fell off about 4 or 5 hours in. Like, it was very cute, very charming. I'm gonna buy the physical when it comes out, but I dropped it.
Damn.
I saw Donkey play it. That's all I need.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I forgot. That was very important.
Yeah, fair. Oh, but yeah, Slay the Princess is a really good game. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend going completely spoiler free as much as possible because that's what you need to play the game.
I'm just worried about playing. I want to play Black Myth Wukong because honestly, I've been
Oh,
really
yeah.
hyped about it since the first initial teaser trailer way back in 2020. But I'm afraid that my computer might not be able to handle it because it's been
Probably
struggling at Helldivers 2.
Oh, speaking of
Yeah.
Black Myth Wukong, has anybody played any of the games that are on Game of the Year?
I don't.
Was
think
it-
I have a
I've heard-
Astro, Final Fantasy,
have-
Black Myth Wukong,
Balatro. Was that
Balatro.
nominated?
Yeah. And one
Yeah.
more.
Wait,
I just
you
forgot.
guys,
Metaphor.
wait, could my laptop actually handle it? Handle Wukong?
It's a
start
PS5
after we're done
game,
here.
so it is current gen. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you know, I gotta
Yeah,
say,
but it handled Ghost of Tsushima pretty well.
Then maybe
maybe I don't know.
you can
Well, all
still
I gotta
buy
say-
it, and then if you do end up getting a desktop, you can just download it again. If you like really want to play it now.
Just worried. Then again, Helldivers 2 is kind of a beefy game. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, there's like a truck ton of enemies, particle effects.
when
like,
when did
other
Helldivers 2 come out?
That was this year. That was this
That was
year.
this year.
Dang.
Lethal Company
not-
also came out this year.
Oh yeah.
It did.
What I don't understand is why it's not why Helldivers
It-
2 isn't
it-
in under consideration. Is it nominated for Game of the Year?
It's nominated for best multiplayer, but they shot themselves in the foot with the whole Steam thing. So
The whole required
yeah,
PlayStation 5 account.
yeah, they shot themselves pretty bad. So
Well, I mean, Helldivers
Hey, we
2
won that.
seems like a
We
good
won
game.
that one. I couldn't agree more.
I'm kind of rooting for Black Myth Wukong to win Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Please
me
no.
neither.
I haven't played it, but I've heard. I remember when it came out, the company gave everyone like a day off to play the game or something, and I was like, that's sick. I like that.
So for me personally, I personally voted for Metaphor just because, just again, it's a new game. It's not a DLC, and just the sheer like, it has an insane story, good gameplay, and really great visuals on top of like crazy music. All that together just sounds like game of the year to me. Black Myth Wukong just seems like another day, another video game. And then the other games are DLC, and it's an indie game. It's not going to happen. And then Astrobot, same thing. It's like it's too small.
Yeah, no.
Like if it does win, because part of me wants that to win too. It'll set something, a precedent to the gaming industry. So
Yeah. If Balatro wins, I'd be pretty happy.
oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that can be fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, Balatro, like, hey, it's got Among Us in there. I'd
Yeah.
be pretty happy about
I just
that.
don't like
Look,
roguelikes, as I
let's
said
not-
before.
Let's not count Astrobot out. You have to remember a few years back, It
Oh,
Takes
yeah.
Two won.
True. So
So don't count it out.
all right.
I have no hype for the Game Awards this year. Like the last
Want a
like
drinking
2,
game? Want to
3
do a drinking game?
We'll see. The last 2-3 years, I've gotten on it, and I know this is just me hoping for Nintendo stuff, but I've sat through the awards, I've sat through all the commercials, I've sat through all their nonsense with not letting people talk, and I just have no hype in like 90% of the games they show because I forget they exist after a week.
Yep.
Because
Same.
what's crazy is that they're actually revealing the Switch 2 here.
Oh yeah,
You
gotta watch for the Switch too.
I will say, if they did want to do something
know,
special,
I'm
I
gonna have
would
to
not be
watch for sure
shocked
then.
if we saw like a new teaser for Prime 4 or something. I don't think it's
Maybe.
going to happen. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah. Okay. Any
Oh,
other honorable
yeah.
mentions? Because remember
Yep.
you guys said about doing short videos? We're not doing that.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Slay the Princess, good game. I would also say Jamboree. I really like that game. That's a good game.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a full playthrough for or full as in like all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Multiverses.
I knew that
That
was
is-
coming.
I love
People
love that
didn't it
game.
come out and just to like a wet fart?
It's still going. Like
I know, but like,
yeah.
what happened?
The
There was
wet
some
fart's still
controversy.
going?
It was there was some kind of controversy when it re-released.
I don't remember any controversy when it released. I don't know. It's been a while,
I think
but I
the
remember I played
controversy-
it. I grinded it.
Oh, go ahead.
I got through the I got through so much of the first battle pass. I went and I got Samurai Jack when the second season came out. I didn't and then I just kind of stopped after that. Like season 3's out, Marceline's on there, like that's really cool. But I'm just like I was really excited for Multiverses when it was announced because they said that they were going to have like guilds in like a Smash game, and so like I could play on my own and be helping my friends out, or I can like play with my friends. Like that sounds really cool, but it's like I have to convince my friends to play Multiverses for it to be fun.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
it.
no.
The controversy only is it was too little too late when I came back because it really didn't feel bombastic at all. It just kind of felt like it came and went.
Yeah. Like for me it was like I was paying attention like when it was coming out. So it's like I knew, but like nobody else, everyone else I was talking to was like, didn't that game come out already? It's like no,
Yeah.
that was the beta.
Again, that was like the confusing marketing. It was like what didn't it was like it's been out, right? No, hasn't.
Like I was like there's going to be a they said that they were going to put in a guild. It feels like maybe there could be a story mode. I mean there's rifts. I mean,
Anything else?
it's just I liked it. It's a decent game, but I mean, it's not my game of the year.
Any other honorable mentions?
I feel like I'm gonna regret saying this, but Zenless Zone Zero.
That's fair. That's perfectly fair. That I just started playing Infinity Nikki, same type of stuff. I wanted to play Zenless Zone Zero. I also wanted to play Genshin, but I when I do play them, I refuse to spend a dime. So hopefully I can like actually play them without spending a dime.
Zenless Zone Zero you can play spending a truckload of money. They kind of give you a lot of stuff. And
Okay.
Nice.
But
and
yeah,
the
no,
thing is a
I heard
lot
really
better.
good things about it, and if people that did not like Genshin really enjoy this, so
The fan service is really obnoxious at times, but that's mostly in the trailers. The game itself is mostly fine.
it's more actiony.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not that I can think of. All right, let's get to the meat of this episode.
The immediately episode. Okay, I think
No,
this
that
should
was
be
the meat.
this is the dessert right
What the
here.
hell? And what is the rest of this? Gravy?
The dessert. All right.
The best game.
Who
Hey,
wants
could,
to
could
start
I
with the
could I
game?
go ahead and give mine like a start? We've
Yeah.
already talked about my game a little bit.
Is it Thousand Year Door?
Yes.
That's your door. Yes, immediately. All right, let's hear
All
it.
right. Why is it your game of the year, and why are you wrong?
Well, you see, I'm actually never wrong. I'm factually incapable of being wrong.
Debate that one day.
Look, I'm always right, and factually, obviously, Thousand Year Door was the best game to come out this year. The remake, that is. But yeah, no, dude, I people really like the Thousand Year Door, and now I finally understand why. You know, it's a good game. It's fine. I really enjoyed it.
You're really
Uh,
selling us here.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's
People-
fine.
people-
It's okay.
Okay, look, you can go on the internet, and I swear, every time I hear the Thousand Year Door, I keep hearing people talk about how it's literal peak gaming perfection.
It's literally
It's
Alpha Rat's
not.
favorite game of all time. I think.
It's not peak gaming, but it is definitely
Like, it's
the
up
best
there,
Mario.
like-
It's the best Mario RPG, I'd argue.
Yeah,
No.
it's really good. I really love it. I really like the flower point system, and I love the Yoshi so much. The fact that you can name him and that he comes in different colors is so neat. I love it so much. And then they've got like characters with like like they're not afraid to get like really sad with it. And I'm like, okay, cool. The one thing I heard about, because like there were some changes from this one and the original. I heard before going into this game, I was really scared of Chapter 4 because the one complaint I heard about this game was that there's a million backtracking, especially in Chapter 4.
A million backtracking.
Yeah, a million backtracking.
1 million.
Exactly. And so I go back into that game, and I hear someone talking about how they added a pipe, and I'm like, oh my gosh, holy crap, that wasn't in the original?
This changes everything.
Yeah, no, there was a pipe that successfully cut out like 20 minutes
No,
of playtime.
That one pipe room was not in the original. That was brand new.
I was like, whoa. Dude, I love that pipe. That cut that chapter in half.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, because I misspelled how to get the guy's name the first time because I was missing an S, and so I had to go back. And since the pipe was there, I didn't just look it up on my phone afterwards. That's the only reason. And you know what? It was good. Like, they added two secret bosses, which was nice. My one biggest complaint is that you cannot redo bosses, to my knowledge.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
And
Yeah.
in order to get the game like 100% complete, you have to pull out Goombella and do like a description of all the enemies. And I really like that. That's really cool. But also, I didn't know that at first, and I killed that blooper boss like immediately without tattling on them. And I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna have that ever.
You could just restart the game, but
No. Maybe one day, like when I want to replay.
and
I'm not
Nintendo
doing it just
game,
for
doing
that.
a hard reset. Come on.
Yeah.
Nah.
They also to my knowledge, they don't show the credits more than once, and there was a secret partner I didn't get the first time through, and I'm like, I don't know what they do in the credits at all, and I have no way
But
of
hey,
figuring that out.
that's why we have YouTube.
This is why we have YouTube. I've yet to search it up on YouTube. It's like I do not need to be up here explaining to people on YouTube why the 1,000-Year Door is great. Like there's a million videos there of why it's amazing. But it's like, I really like the Glitz Pit. I really like you know, Chapter 4 was okay. I liked it, it was all right. The chapter where you go to the moon. That one's funny. I hate General White. That guy sucks. I agree with everyone. I came to learn that pipe room where you just go to every world wasn't in there either. And with that in there, I hated General White.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. There you gotta play the remake. The remake is necessary for me to enjoy the game. I'm glad I played this one. But it's fun. I really like they go and they have all these really characters. I really like Goombella. The characters are just great. That is the hugest best part of the game, and they have all these really cool battle themes which are really nice.
That's nice.
I have nothing to say because I haven't finished it.
Yeah,
Poor
that's
Steam.
fair. That's fair.
Do an episode.
I'm at like a weird part where I'm like I could spoil things for you, and I don't want to, but also the game's been out for like
For 20 years.
like 20
Yeah.
years. I don't know how much you've heard, but I
don't
like
really
the
care about
Yoshi.
spoilers, but
Yeah. I mean, it's great.
I-
I don't not believe
anyone
you.
who
But
watches might care about spoilers. So I don't know, Jaden. Maybe edit a spoiler warning here and say, "Hey, go
It's a
to this time slot to avoid spoilers." Yay!
it's I mean, it's an old song, so I mean, old game. It's an old song and dance, so I don't
Yeah.
think we need spoilers.
Yeah, the badge system. Oh, dude, I forgot to bring up the badge system. I really like the badge system. That's all I got to say on that. It's just really good.
The patch
I would
system
like- I
and,
would like-
and
I would like some
Bowser's
more
Inside
games
Story
like
is
that.
better.
They.
Agreed.
Anything
I don't
else?
think they're gonna bring it back, which is I actually agree. It's
shame.
kind of sad.
I mean, maybe at some point, because now we're in a world where we're in a world where
I don't think
1,000-Year
Mario and
Door
Luigi is
exists.
dead.
No, I
I-
thought you were talking about bringing back the 1,000-Year Door badge system.
Yeah, I want that back. I'm just saying I don't think Mario and Luigi is dead, so I don't think they're ever gonna fully bring back 1,000-Year Door style.
Maybe.
But if they did, I would play that. Like take my money right now.
All right, who's next?
Zelda. I don't
I'm
really have
surprised.
I got cut
I
off.
know.
I'm
keeping my
surprised.
tradition. I'm keeping my tradition going for a second year in a row. Zelda. Thank you.
Elaborate.
It's a good game. Like it's not
Which Zelda?
the Echoes of the Wisdom, the one that came out in the year 2024. Very
you.
good game. Very good game. I mean, the quest system was good. I really enjoyed how open the world was. The characters were fantastic. I mostly like the Rift system, like the Echo system. I won't lie, I would rather just a normal play as Link's sword fighter game. I'm not gonna lie, sorry Zelda. But it was nice
Yeah.
having like a traditional 2D Zelda game. So we haven't had a new one in 11 years now, so it's been a hot minute.
Yep.
But it's good. The dungeons were overall pretty good. I really liked where they took the story. Conde is the best character. If you know, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite game ever. Still a solid 8.5, but I mean, I think that should just say how just okay the year was. Like, there's nothing that I really was going to bat for hardcore. It's just Zelda came out. That's it. That's the winner. No contest.
Fair.
How funny is it? Because like I see you can like make enemies. Can you just spam those like at enemies?
I mean,
it's really funny.
You have like a set number of like stuff you can spawn at like one time. So I think the max is like 5 or 6 like very basic enemies and like 2 or 3 of the larger ones. So it's I
Yeah,
don't wanna
but
say
when
it's
they
super limited.
die, you can just make another one, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just keep going. And if
Yeah,
you
no,
wanna,
that's really funny.
it's fun. The menus for it is honestly horrendous. Like it's just I think
Oh,
there's over 120 different echoes, and you have to scroll through every time to find a new one.
that's
Like they have
sucks.
categories, like they have most used, they have type, they have like costs, but outside of that, it's well, I hope you want to go looking, and it kind of
Like I imagine you have to be scrolling through that like all the time.
unless you know where you're going, basically just like how far down, yeah, you're going to be looking for a while, and it can be a pace killer if you're like in a boss fight or something like that, and you're like, oh, I know exactly what I want. I have to spend 30 seconds looking for it.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really what they could have done. I guess maybe like have like a priest like let you select your favorites.
Yeah,
But
that
it's
would
very
be nice.
but it's very clear they wanted you to try out different things. I mean, I'm sure the devs were a little bit disappointed when they saw their game came out and people were just spawning beds for everything. But it's fine. It's
I
a
mean,
good game.
they know because it became a meme, so and they played into that, so
It's definitely a top 3 2D Zelda for me. I don't know if it's my favorite. I don't think it is, but
what is your
it's
favorite
good.
2D Zelda?
I think as of today, and I mean it flip flops a lot. It's either A Link Between Worlds or The Minish Cap. I really like both of those.
I've actually played Link Between Worlds. I almost finished that one.
That game
I
is
really
a
like that.
masterpiece.
I never finished it because I was renting the game and I couldn't figure out where the next dungeon was. I was lost.
Tisk. You should have went to YouTube University.
I was like 13, 14. I didn't touch YouTube at the time.
The fact that the game originally came out when I was 14. Thank you for making me feel old.
Yikes.
I don't know how old I was, but I was in.
It came
Was it-
out November of 2013.
That was a while ago.
I was gonna say I'm assuming like 10 or 11. Please don't say.
Yeah,
anything. Please don't say anything.
Yeah, I was 10 or
I was-
11. You hit it.
I
You hit
was
the nail on
11.
the head.
It was 2013, so I was 11.
So I know I'm not old. I'm not too much older than you guys.
Yeah, no.
All right. Anything else regarding Egos of Wisdom?
Echoes
Echoes of
Echoes of
for
Wisdom.
breakfast.
All right.
The perfect game to
solid
play in the
breakfast.
morning. For
All
6
right.
solid choice of waffles. Pairs well with waffles.
Do you guys
Mhm.
want to
So-
know what my
Okay,
game of the
buddy.
year is?
All right, yeah, you can go.
Do you want to guess?
No, I don't want to
Oh,
know.
okay. All right, Jay,
Infinity
what-
Nikki.
I just started that.
And it left that good of an impression.
Do you want to guess? Actually, I think you know.
Is
Title.
it? I do know what it is, but
is it?
I'm gonna go on ahead.
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
go on a whim, and I'm gonna say Garfield Kart.
Okay, for real though. If you don't want to guess, then I'll just say it.
The Plucky Squire.
It's Brothership. I know what this is.
Incorrect.
Really?
It's Astropod.
That's fair. That's fair.
Good question.
Mario and Luigi disappointed me just enough, but it's definitely number 2. I also didn't finish that game. I platinumed Astrobot. And on top of that, I went back to Astro's Playroom after platinuming Astrobot, and I platinumed Astro Playroom, and then I went back and played the DLC too because I missed out on that.
Man.
I loved Astro's Playroom when it came out, and I was blown away that they even had a thought in their mind to make a full-fledged game out of this. It is a little short, a little longer than Plucky Squire, if you go for everything, but this scratched that 3D platforming itch that I haven't had in a while, because 3D Mario doesn't exist right now. And it feels good. It looks good because again, Mario's Mario, and it still is running on a 7-year-old console. It looks good. It feels good. Like it literally feels good. And it's intuitive. It's fun. The music is earworm catchy. All around, all check marks. There's not anything really negative about it. There's nothing, no tedious moments, no crazy requirements for trophies. It was just an all around perfect experience. Again, compare that to the Plucky Squire, which I think should have gone on for longer and it got too monotonous. Compare that to Brothership, where the music doesn't hit as hard and it's super slow. The game is so handholdy, even more than Dream Team, which is insane. And again, literally the only reason why Astrobot's even here is because it's all around perfect, and that's what I think a game of the year should be. Again, it's not games aren't without their flaws, and that's why Brothership is number 2, but this game is perfect. So
As I keep longingly looking at my unopened copy of it over there that I'm going to start playing as soon as we're done here.
Yep. Play Playroom first. Play Playroom first. Trust me.
Okay.
There's lore. There's Astrobot lore. I'm telling you.
Really?
It's very deep.
Wow.
It's
Do I
very
have to stay
deep.
for do I have to stay for
Very
the
deep.
post-credits scene too?
Yes.
No.
Well-
I'm saying play it first because that should be the first thing you play when you open your PS5. 100%, without a doubt. That should be the first thing that you
Okay.
play. And I know you're not a completionist, but it's short enough that you really should.
Fine.
It's fun. It actually, again, that's the other thing too about a good game is that the collectibles should encourage you to continue. Like if you're like, I'm just gonna like skip it, it feels good to get the collectibles. So I will say
You know
that
what?
you don't
Okay.
have to 100% Astro's Playroom, but at least like try to look for them and explore a little bit.
Okay.
You know, I've never really given that game much serious thought in
Oh,
like,
you should.
trying it out.
It's good. It's so
Yeah,
good.
like thinking about it, Wii Sports is really well renowned, and that's
Yeah,
like
but
free with your game. So like,
you
that's honestly not that much different.
Wii
like,
Sports is
in my
different
mind.
because it's not it's an experience, right? You play Wii Sports because your friends are playing it. It's not something that you can complete it, but it's not something that you do. I mean, I didn't even know you could complete it. I thought it was just a mini game collection. I found out later that you can complete it because it has like gold ranks and matte and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But Astrobot is like it's a game. It's like a full-on game, and it's really short because it is a tech demo. But it's pretty beefy for a damn tech demo. And again, I was baffled that they even thought to make it a full-fledged game because Astrobot has been a tech demo for multiple like it was on the PS4 with the camera, the what do they call it? The iToy is that, or that's what they used to call it. It was on PSVR, which I still got to play. Which actually there are 2 games. It's the Playroom VR and then Rescue Mission, which is a full-fledged game. Well, for PS4 VR. And then Astro's Playroom and then Astrobot. So unfortunately I can't play Astro. I really want to play what is it called? Astro's Playroom? No, Rescue Mission. I want
I
to play
played the
Rescue
VR
Mission.
one.
Yeah, I want to play
It was
that, but
good.
I don't. You have to get a PS4 VR in order to play it. You can play it on
I have a
PS5.
PS4 VR.
You do? Bring
That's
it
the
over
only
right
one
now.
I've played.
Right now, bring it over. I'm playing it on my PS5. Can I borrow it, please?
I have nothing against it. You
Okay,
can.
cool.
I'll
All right.
ask my parents.
But yeah, again, when I think Game of the Year, I think what is the most perfect thing that came out this year, and that's what that is to me. Again, Metaphor is great. I haven't played it, unfortunately. So, all right, Jet, what is your Game of the Year?
It wasn't actually nominated for Game of the Year, but Helldivers 2,
Wow,
despite the
Woo.
review bombing.
good for you.
Honestly,
Honestly, like, please preach. Like,
well, may I preach for a minute here? I don't know how to preach. Honestly, despite the review bombing, I genuinely did have fun with the game. It's absolutely one of the most creative shooters I've seen in, frankly, a hot minute, like years now. With most shooters either being uh Frick Battlefield or COD clones or Team Fortress 2 clones.
fair, like hero shooters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2. Anyway,
Oh, did that
Marvel
come out this year?
Rivals.
I
No.
think so.
Overwatch 2 came out like 2021.
Last
2
year.
years ago.
It was, yeah, okay.
This game's gonna be the end of Team Fortress 2.
You know, they just released a new Scottish
Overwatch
hero
1
a
was.
couple days ago.
I don't know. Maybe I'll play that game. I don't know. I never really liked it even.
The problem with Overwatch 2 is that they shut down Overwatch 1 for it. That's
Yes.
the problem. Because Overwatch 1, as far as I heard, was good. Like it was good.
Really unbalanced. Kind of.
I really liked it.
I don't know. It feels like if you stop playing for a month, you completely lose track of what the hell's happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Helldivers.
Yeah,
2.
Helldivers too.
Yeah, anyway.
Like I said, creative shooter, which I've only ever seen in, I think, Rainbow Siege and the Payday games, and now Helldivers 2 has joined the list of creative shooters.
I feel
I
like
think
it's
it has-
more like a shoot 'em up than shooter, but
I don't know. Shoot 'em ups are more. You can't really run around and shoot 'em up.
but I just when I think of shooter, it's either it's PvP, but I guess this is more PvE. I guess. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like what Overwatch 2 was supposed to have.
Yeah.
Supposed to have. That's crazy.
Yeah, but the missions, frankly, it's charming. It's the most creative shooter and games in general I've seen in actual years now. And again, it's not just based off most of its aesthetic isn't based off of mythology.
Yeah.
Modern, it's militaristic, for lack of a better
Super Earth. We're Super Earth.
America.
America.
It's not. Super Earth isn't actually supposed to replicate. Isn't actually supposed to be a reference to any particular.
I know.
place.
Yeah.
I will back you up. I will say the little that I played, I enjoyed. I unfortunately regret purchasing it because I feel like it's better as a free to play model. But I just feel like the hype kind of died too quick, and I feel like if there was continued like support for just by anybody, then I'd play it a lot more. But it just fell off really hard, and I fell off with it, unfortunately.
I think part of the issue is I don't know. Maybe some of my interest kept going because of all the rock songs that people produced in dedication to it.
As crazy as someone that doesn't really care about story, he's like the lore, and I was like, what lore? I'm shooting bugs. He's like, every week there's a new lore drop. And it's like, so is Fortnite.
Like, you don't need a fucking justification for shooting things with a god in the military. It's like everything cool about being.
Okay.
I don't know. Did that just screw up the recording? Are we still going?
I don't know where you left off, but it was just robot mode. So
I think we're actually going to get a new faction in Helldivers 2. And despite the fact that my computer is again really old and the game's starting to experience very serious technical issues. Like at random intervals, it'll start being really laggy to the point where the bugs are just bouncing up and down without moving. It's creepy, honestly. But yeah, it
You know,
does kind of suck how to basically put the entire game settings down to the absolute lowest level
Yeah.
so the game actually functions.
You know, one thing I'm really curious about, I've heard a little bit about this, but like, what's the? I know the update, how they update the game. Isn't that like kind of weird? Like, I hear it's like something like the devs are looking at like what the players are actually doing, and that's how they choose to update it.
It's
And there's like a
basically the whole
They-
game's system, like lore drops, like being completely serious for a second here. The game is basically the players versus the devs. It's basically just perpetual raid bosses. Like one planet, the players go to this one planet, and the more missions you complete, the lower the progress bar or health bar drop.
yeah, I
And
heard
yes,
they-
this thing technically goes. It technically is supposed to go back up, but there's so many players doing missions so often that it doesn't really matter. It's more or less a rest of progress. I will never forget the time when the devs basically created a major order that was basically kill like a billion bugs, and then the freaking player base did it within basically a few hours.
That's how
That's
it usually
funny.
happens.
The number was huge. The number was so big that it was clearly designed to just be a simple order that would just be done really quickly. That, like, the devs probably looked at this and said, "All right, here's the major order. See you guys in like 2 days. See you guys
next week.
Or
It's actually happened in 2 hours.
like, all right, the players are gonna spend like the weekend doing this. Keep it simple while we figure out what to do next. All right, I'm gonna go turn away for a second, pick up this box. Oh my god, they already did it.
Yep.
quick, tell them to kill a bunch of robots.
I feel like if they did make it automatons, it would have gone a little longer because
Oh,
no
okay.
one likes fighting automatons.
Did they remove? Sorry.
You know, one thing I'm really curious about.
Sorry. That was not. That was.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
It is the yapping emo, but like on my stream deck, it has the no texture, and I was like, did they remove the emote?
All right. Anyway, so yapping continued. Yeah. All right. I
Look
see
at
how
look
it
at he's sleeping up
It's-
there.
Yeah, I heard there
Not
was.
fun.
I heard they threw in the one thing I know, like lore wise, that I've heard because like my dad plays this game, so I've seen like a little bit of it. Didn't they threw like a whole planet into a black hole, and I think that's really funny.
Actually, they turned a planet into a black hole.
Oh, they turned a planet into a black hole. My bad.
Now,
Yes.
hold on, because Fortnite did it first.
Fortnite
Remember,
is starting to become the new sim. I
There
can
was
actually confirm that
2 days of downtime, which is the longest downtime they've ever had, and they had the black hole screen, and middle schoolers everywhere were like, "What am I gonna do? My world's over."
You done? You're not interrupting again? Okay. Oh my god, I completely forgot what I was going to talk about.
Fortnite's turned into what?
I feel like Fortnite's becoming the video game equivalent of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Predicting.
I feel that.
everything?
Like 1 minute it's going to, instead of, oh, The Simpsons did it in response to this thing that this
Oh,
TV show
Fortnite did it.
it's going to be Fortnite did it. Whenever, oh, this sick thing that this game just did. I'm like, Fortnite did it. Soon enough, we'll get a freaking South Park spoof about it.
I mean, think about it. A lot of games that already exist, Fortnite does too. Like Spider-Man, web swimming, web swinging, also in Fortnite.
Swimming in webs.
Halo, also in Fortnite.
Breathing. Breathing is also in Fortnite.
That's not true, actually.
With. Nah.
They don't breathe in the loop. What are you talking about? Anyway,
I feel like
Helldivers.
Anyway, yeah, Helldivers. It's great. Simple, shoot the crap out of the bad guy. Fun.
All right, so recap.
Honestly, I felt like I was playing freaking Black Ops again, except without the toxicity.
Well, there's also Black Ops 6 too. Anyone else had that for Game of the Year? No, I'm just kidding.
It's not. It hasn't been out for long enough for me to consider
True.
it. And again, I'm waiting till I get a better computer to play that. Honestly, I'm a bit iffy about playing it too because I've heard it's a lot like newer games are a lot more competitive.
Yeah, it's
And
hard.
honestly, what I really, really, really love about Helldivers is there's no fucking in it. It's
Yeah.
just pure. It's just pure fun. Granted, there are absolutely asshole players who will fucking shoot you for no good goddamn reason.
It's funny though.
But hey, it's like 1% of 1% of players. I've
Yeah.
only seen them once. Granted, I would strangle them if they were ever put in front of me, but still.
All right. Anything else?
You brought up Black Ops 6. I don't know too much about it, but I did hear one really funny thing that happened. I heard about a streamer who bought it like a week early for like an insane amount of money, and they couldn't play it because the servers weren't up yet.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe if enough of us actually want to play it all at once, maybe we'll play it again. Yeah, are any of y'all into Call of Duty?
I was
I've never played.
once upon a time, but I did get Black Ops 6 though.
Alright, maybe you and I will play it then.
Yeah.
Again, once I get a new computer and probably.
Or Pug. Pug has it too. Pug's been playing the shit out of it. So.
Hey, there's an episode.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
so Hylian's Game of the Year, Echoes of Wisdom, Reverse
Shocking.
Mailman's Game of the Year. I already forgot. Wait, what was it? Thousand Year Door Remaster.
Yeah.
Slime Boss Game of the Year. Astrobot and
SRJ.
SR Jets Game of the Year. Helldivers. Yeah. Anything
The second
else
one,
before
not
we
the
end?
first one.
Helldivers 1 in particular.
Yeah, no, there was a there was a Helldivers one,
Yeah.
and that's another cool thing. It's just it went to this super niche shooter to the biggest explosion of popularity ever, and that's really cool.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It shined so bright, and was gone almost as quickly.
It's like TF2.
yeah.
Where the second one is more popular than the first one, is what I mean.
Yikes. Well, no one does TF1 even exist? I
Yeah.
don't
It
think
kind
so.
of does. It does, sort of.
Sort of.
You're going to be struggling to find it though.
Yeah. I mean, it's called TF Classic, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
Team Fortress Classic is actually just a Team Fortress 2 without all the shenaniganery.
all right. Well, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Probably gone on a little too long. But
Must have well over a full hour.
yeah. I thought it was gonna be like just about an hour, but you know us. We're boring Hylian out of his mind.
I
Just
just
like
want to play the PS5. So
everything
bad.
that we like, I just refer back to that short I made and just zooming in on your face. All right,
This
well,
is a major test of strength.
I know. Oh God, Breath of the Wild.
hmm
Okay, here's the thing. Do you think that Breath of the Wild remaster is true? Because I plan on playing Breath of the Wild next year. Should I just wait?
I sure hope it's not.
That'd be
I
really
want Wind Waker
cool.
Twilight Princess.
I know,
How-
but like,
Those-
Why
but like,
would they
no, but
remaster
realistically
it?
speaking, like, should I
They
play?
can-
Should I wait until the Switch 2
No.
comes out?
Why
Play
would
it
they
on- play it
remaster
on
Breath
the
of the
Switch.
Wild?
Well,
This
it's-
early?
It's about to turn 10 in a couple years.
Remember The Last of Us?
It's about to turn 10. Breath of the Wild is about
It turns 10 in about 2 years.
And
The
again,
Switch is still out.
no, I'm saying, well, like, the PS4 was still out, or the PS3 was still out.
I think you should wait for the Switch 2 to see if there's like an upgrade patch. I do not think it's getting a remaster yet.
So I should play Arceus first, and then Breath of the Wild.
I'd say so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be looking forward to next time where me and Hylian Predict Switch 2 again.
It's definitely happening this time.
It has to.
I
100%.
promise.
If
I feel like it's been
Probably.
going to happen next year for like 4 years.
they
At
already
least 2
this
years.
time we know for a fact it's happening.
Oh, really?
100%.
Well, yeah, they have to announce it by March.
Yeah,
the
they
end of
have
March.
to announce it by March. So,
Clearly.
and we might get Planet Robobot. So that's a thing. All right.
And
Anyways,
still no Twilight Princess.
it's never gonna happen.
Shush.
What did Nate the Hate lied? He lies now. He's a liar.
Like, I just
He's
want the
the
next
one-
I
he's
just want
the
the
one
next
that leaked
Donkey Kong
Robobot.
platformer.
I know
Give me-
that's the joke.
Give me the next Donkey
No.
Kong platformer,
It
please.
yeah, you are getting the next Donkey Kong platform. It comes out next month.
Oh, really?
Returns HD. Enjoy.
Yeah, it returns again.
No, I never did.
It
actually
returns
finish
again,
that
again.
game.
Actually,
I might get that actually. That's not.
we
a bad
gotta
idea.
do it as a. We're gonna do the Donkey Kong games next. I want to play those in multiplayer. I think that'll be fun.
I'd be down. I love me some Donkey Kong.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. Hit that notification bell. Use code CrazyCat for 10% off your order at w.gg or use the link in the description. And of course, follow us on Patreon. For simply the $1 tier, you can get access to exclusive content. Anyways, Waluigi and Boomers, and adios.
God damn it.
Adios.